Right. So we continue with the clip and then we will start. Evening, everyone from Melbourne, Australia. It is my pleasure tonight to welcome you all to our special webinar, the workshop with the title First Step into Research. All right. It is our honor to have our special speaker tonight, Professor Hai Hairan Mathiyazhagan. Am I pronounced correct?
You can
Right.
you can call me, you can pronounce me Madi.
Muddy. Oh, muddy. Oh, easy. Yeah. Right. So let me give a short introduction about Professor Matty. Right. Right.
Yeah.
So give me a second. So Where is it? So Professor Mattis is a professor and chairperson in a research center, Tyagaraja School of Management in Madurai. His impressive academic contributions are underscored by his editorial roles as associate and assistant editors in high-impact journals such as Technological Forecasting and Social Change of Elsevier Publisher, Business Strategy and Environment, Wiley Publisher, Journal of Knowledge Management with Amaranth Publisher, Management Decision also with Amaranth, and Environment Development Sustainability with Springer. He has also served as a guest editor for several special issues in the top-tier journals like IJLM, JBL, all right, SBC, Social Economy and Decision Science. Right. Professor Mathia research has earned him a place among the top 2% of the scientists globally, as recognized by Stanford University. He has published extensively with over 7,000 research citations, such as the Excellent Citation Award from Emerald Publishers. His research interests span green and sustainable supply chain management, multi-criteria decision making, sustainable lean manufacture, Lean Six Sigma, and more. Right. He has received invitation to speak at international conference and workshop across the UK, Poland, Italy, and China. All right, Professor Mathia has organized multiple international conferences and workshops, edited conference proceedings, and been a reviewer for over 30 prestigious international journals. He has supervised numerous undergraduate, postgraduate, and PhD scholars, and his recent research grant support workshops on Six Sigma in quality management and circular economy. Also, he has received funded projects from ICSSR and WB PCB. In addition to his academic accomplishment, he is a visiting faculty member at University of Rome Tor Vergata, Italy. So it is my honor to have Mattia to join us tonight. Right. Hopefully we all can learn some, useful a lesson, especially, take the courage to take the first step into research. That's most important. The first step. No matter how far you go, you need to take the first step. Right. So on to you, Mattia.
Thank you, Professor, for the very nice introduction. I hope my voice is clear and audible. Is it fine? Is it clear, my voice?
Yes, very clear. Yes.
Okay. Very good evening to everyone. The kind of the introduction, what do you give? Look, it is, I feel like as a too much things in my head. I have to justify it, whether I am suitable for that kind of the credentials or not, based upon the my discussion with you. Before going to start the session, I want everyone during the session, I'm happy to interact with you. It is something, it doesn't mean like you need to wait for the last 10 minutes or 20 minutes. What I feel, whenever have some idea, something, you can ask so that I can consider that will be the good input for me to proceed further. Also, if you have any question, do not hesitate. My intention is It should not be like a video. Video means no interaction, just to only one side delivery. I want it should be the interactive so that it will be good. Is it okay? Fine. Is it fine, Professor? Is it fine, Professor? Everyone, is it fine?
Yep. All good. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So thanks for the nice opportunity, Professor. And now let's move for the first step in terms of the research. Now, lots of the people are started the research publication without the understanding the research. The more understanding the research, the outcome will be more. The less understanding, outcome will be less. So doing the research is important than the writing the research paper. If I do the good research, multiple outcome. It is not only as a research paper. We can write the funded research proposal. We can write we can edit the international book. We can write the some book chapter. We can go for the international conferences. Then we can go for the some kind of the international collaboration. We will be invited for the research seminar. We will be invited for the sharing our ideas to the internationalist level. All this one, it is quite possible if you do the research work, not only just to focusing on the publication alone, right? If you see this title, it's a very interesting title, like as understanding research philosophy, reading papers effectively. I don't know how many of really spending the time to read the research paper these days. Most of the cases we try to use the digital technology, all this one, read the paper. However, taking the printout and reading it and understand the context, understand how the research problem is formulated. All this one, once you understood, then you can able to work on your own way to impress the editors, associate editors, and then the reviewers to get the positive responses as a acceptance. Let me start like with this one. First one, introduction of research philosophy. If you see here, this is a very common thing. Few years before, 1 decade, you can consider 1 decade before, please publish a paper. This is a situation. Please publish a paper. Not a problem. But even if you have the publication in the conference proceeding, that is more than enough. Okay, fine. Then please publish a paper. Here, publish a paper with the Scopus Index or some normal journal. Fine. But you have to continue the process. Okay. After that one, what happened? Please publish a paper in the too many very good journals, only the prestigious journal. Otherwise, perish it. Now, what is happening? Frequently, you have to publish a paper in the prestigious journal. Otherwise, it is difficult. Now, this much load is there. If we can't able to avoid this one, we can able to tackle very easily, or we can able to handle it very easily if you have the very strong fundamental of the problem statement in the particular topic. Otherwise, we can't able to handle this situation. We need to consider this an opportunity to explore our interior, our inner skills better way. Now I'm asking to you, why research is important? I'm asking you all, from your perspective, which one is you are consider the first priority, either the increment or promotion in your professional life, or visibility, research incentives, networking, new learning, editorship and editorial board, invitation from the reputed institute, like a national, international. From your perspective, which one you will feel important? Anyone? Professors? Anyone there?
Sorry. I think that I'm muting everyone. So
Yeah.
let I allow let's unmute them first. All right. Yeah. So everyone, please, you can unmute yourself and speak on the microphone. You feel free to send your answer in the chat box. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
at the beginning I turned it off. Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Okay. Yes.
uh,
Maybe can you, what we call, ask your question again, please?
my concern is why the research is important in your perspective, either because of the increment and promotion, I'm doing a research, or visibility, or research incentives, or networking, new learning, editorship, or editorial board, or invitation from the reputed institute, national and international. Which one you feel?
All right, okay. Depend on, the angle where you are looking at. If you're looking at, at a broader angle, then, research brings new knowledge. So without research, you don't have any new things, no innovations, no improvements, right? In terms of, a smaller scope, like a career for an academic like you and me, and most of our friends in the audience, then research is part of their career KPI. So what we say is publish or perish. So do or die, right? So then
No, no,
publications,
I'm
yeah,
asking only one answer.
yeah.
Which ones you consider it?
Or which one in term of me
Only
is
one.
more important? Yeah.
Yeah. Which one?
Uh, I think new learnings for me is most important. Yeah.
New learning. Okay. One
Yeah.
answer is completed. Okay. Your
Yeah.
turn is completed. Next,
Yeah.
new
Okay.
learning.
Mm. So one
Okay.
answer is completed. Yes. So
Okay.
you want me to call out a few other people to say
New learning. Okay. New learning, all this one. My concern is new learning. It's quite very good, but commercial way, as an instituted perspective, why, how this new learning will be visible.
yeah.
Suppose you learned something, you are going out, how people will consider it. Somebody mentioned like as an invitation from the reputed institute. You have mentioned here, invitation from the reputed institute, right? So how it is quite possible? If others don't know what is your learning, how they will invite you? They need to understand what is your contribution. So for this case, what? Yeah, very good. Research incentive. Wonderful. Yeah, it is a positive motivation to do better. Ultimately, we are having the family, we need to balance it also. Yeah, research institute also, it is a motivation to do better, a visibility. Yeah. Now, all this one, this is the actual answer. Identity. So today I am there in front of you. What was the reason? Only the identity. Dr. Mathiyazhagan is a professor, published many papers, editorship, and doing and edited the few books, proceedings, and having the funded project, organized the conferences, visited the international institutes. All this will come based upon the your actual work. So the identity is a matter. All this one, what I'm showing, all this one, learning, editing, everything will come based upon the your identity only. The new learning also, it will help you to grow and understand who are you.
No, no, no.
Sorry? Hello, professor?
No, no, no. I think that someone they just forgot to unmute themselves. Yeah. I
Okay.
didn't say anything. Yep.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so if you need all this one, you need to understand the identity is important. Identity is quite possible once you are a real doing the real research. Let me show it. What is the identity? Okay. Before that, let's go for the one research. Common research is It is very famous research outcome. If you see this one, around 60% is pure hard working. Without hard working, there is no any kind of the shortest way, short communication or shortest the way to get the our benefit. Okay. And then the quality one of the doctor training. During the PhD, what you learned, that is the primary things. And then professional status versus mentor, how the mentors are there. And can you able to see this one, the third one, the luck. What was the luck? Luck, can you guess how the luck is working in the research?
Um, I think, in my opinion, that, with the current peer review process, we rely on luck a lot, because if you if you're lucky, you get, an easy reviewer. If you bad luck, you get a very hard reviewer.
Yeah. Let me share the one experience. I was during my PhD in 2011. I have submitted one research paper into the International Journal of Production Research. In my area, it's one of the very good journal. I have submitted the paper, semi-finished paper. The paper is not completed, but my supervisor forced me to submit the paper. I have submitted the paper with lots of the mistakes. Another one, very established professor submitted the paper to the same journal. His paper is very nice compared to me. After the few months, 4 months, I got the minor revision. The another one professor established very good researcher as a professor. He received the rejection, the luck. So who's going to review it? Who are the reviewing the papers? Only the human beings. So ultimately, we need to understand that the luck will help you for the later stage, not every time. And sometime, whenever I receive the paper from the particular journal, it's your paper. If I may be good mood, then my feeling of the paper about this one will be the right direction. So that I will feel like, sir, let me give some reasonable, the information connected to the improvement, that is called as a suggestion and the comments. Right? So the kind of the luck will work, rare case, but maximum thing is a hard work, never fails in the hard work. Then I'll show you. Okay. The biggest problem is the for long term, how we can able to make sure that the research team. Can anyone tell me what was the difference between the friends and the co-authors in the research team? Anyone? What was the difference between the friends and the co-authors? Hello? Anybody there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone? What do you feel like as a friends and co-authors? If you want to make the team.
Because I think that we should to form a research team with potential co-authors. Yes. Hello?
Yes. Yeah. So you think that, a
Yeah.
friends can be a co-authors, or co-author can be friends, or
No.
you should shock your co-authors from your friends?
No.
Different.
The
No.
friends is cannot demand, will not demand authorship. I need first authorship, second authorship. I need the maximum contribution, everything. But co-authors will be there. They will demand. So for me, I have the friends, not co-authors. If I contribute, it doesn't mean that I am eligible to receive everything. Whoever contributed, others also, we have to see what the need. For long-term perspective, friends only will be there as a co-authors. but co-authors cannot be as a friends. So we need the strong team in terms of the co-authors, not like as a exactly. Easy to cooperate. Easy to cooperate, and also it should be easy to communicate. My co-author is a very busy person. I wanted to do the research work, but he is a busy person. He is a big personality. In that case, please avoid them as a co-author. The reason is keeping them as a namesake in your research paper, that will not bring the great things. As a real researcher, a real big personalities, they never allow you to use or mention their name without the contribution. You need to keep them as a friends, so that we can able to communicate, we can able to we can able to discuss, we can able to make sure that a healthy argument, the more healthy argument will bring the new innovative idea. It is not necessary. We need to see only the proved record researchers who already have the many citation, 1,000 citation, 5,000 citation, 10,000 citation, 15,000 citation. It is not necessary. Who are available near to you, who are easy to access it, who, that is another way, who are the approachable person, who are the approachable people, we need to keep them as a friend. And also the friends can be as a co-author, but co-author cannot be a friends. This way you need to form the team, and it is not necessary you need to start with the great research outcome immediately. Start with the very basic papers, like as a one conference paper, and to find out the very good conference and meet the people and understand what are the trend is going on in the particular conference with your friend, so that the same minded people will be there in the particular conference, and you can able to meet them, you can able to understand their expectation, and you can able to interact, you can able to understand what is their special skill. Accordingly, we need to go for it. And also, whenever you are going to make this kind of the research team, as a, if you are the lead team member, you have to come forward to support others. Whenever you support others, then you will get the best thing. And my policy so far, what I did is, if I want to get something, I have to give something to others. Then only I can able to get. So don't forget this one. Okay. Reviewer to researcher. Can you guess why we want to be as a reviewer to the paper? Let me show you one thing. See here, very simple. Once you submit the research paper, where it will go? It will go to the editorial office. I'm talking about the very good journal. It will go to the editorial office, and then editor-in-chief, and then the handling or associate editor, or sometimes editor-in-chief itself with the reviewer. So one phase, first stage, second stage, and the stage means reviewer means if you are reviewer, you will get the paper which are having the at least basic potential, some kind of the reasonable, the contribution will be there. Then only the paper will reach from the editorial office to you as a reviewer, review orientation. So whenever you review the paper, you will able to understand the what is going on in the particular field, so that you can able to develop yourself, right? Here. Yeah. So what I'm doing to you, reviewer to the researcher, more focused to be a good reviewer in a reputed journals. You will be able to understand the current trendy research ideas. Basically, review the paper is usually will take much time. Don't consider that is just like that wasting your time. No, it is an investment time for the new direction of the research. Hi, Madi, I'm interested for the reviewer. I interested to review the paper, but I never received any paper. Doesn't matter. If you are really interested, you just to write a mail to the any editor journal in your research area, suppose marketing or operation management or OB HR or accounting or finance. These are the areas. In your area, you select the very good journals, top 10 or the, we can say, reasonable list of the journals. Then write mail to the editor. I am Madhya. Let's say I am Mathiyazhagan. I am Madhya. I so far I have the this many years experience in the operation management, that too supply chain means sustainability. So far I have published 10 research papers connected to this aspect. I'm happy to contribute to your journal in terms of the as a reviewer, and also I learn from the your leadership. If possible, kindly assign the papers to me. I'm happy to review and happy to support in terms of the submitting the review report. If you do it like this way, it will help you to understand that the editors will remember your name. And the more you review the papers, your name will be memorized by the editors. Once you, again, whenever you're going to submit the paper, sometime this may work. How it will work? Before going to submit the research paper to the particular journal, you can able to write a one mail to the editor-in-chief. I am preparing the paper into the particular topic. This is my title under the abstract. I feel this paper may suitable to your journal. If possible, kindly have a look and give your view in terms of the fitment of this paper to your journal. If you write this one, it will help you 99%. The editor-in-chief will respond to you because they do not want to miss the good quality of the paper. So who are really interested, you just to do it like this way. Once the reviewer invitation is completed and you have submitted the review report, what you need to do, you need to write the thanks mail to the editors and associate editor for the reviewer opportunity. If you have this kind of habitual, your name will be memorized. Whenever they are going to expand the editorial board, they will try to add you in the editorial board. Even if you have the good publication, particular journal, 2 or 3, then sometime they will consider you, they will invite you as a associate editor and or assistant editor, this kind of the opportunity. So the reviewer role is a very important. From the reviewer role, you can able to learn the recent trends, and you can able to get the good relationship with the editors and associate editor. And also this is the way to enter into the easy way, enter into the editorial board. Now, okay, I hope here some of the research scholar must be there. Is it right? Some research scholar will be there? Hello, Professor. Is it research?
You mean the audience? Yeah,
In
most of
the
them are
participants.
academic. Yes.
Research scholar must be there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you like to ask them or what?
No. I just wanted to tell them.
Yeah.
Just consider it. The one research scholar is now doing the research on supply chain management. Consider it. I am a research scholar. I am doing the research on circular economy, supply chain management. After the PhD, it is not possible, it is very difficult to go for the marketing area. So what I need to do during my PhD, I need to understand my research area. I need to find out the unique research contribution area like that. During the PhD, invest maximum time to find out unique research contribution area with the minimal number of the publication. If you are running behind the many publication, then you will not able to do your foundation very strong. Fundamental research identification may not be that much strong. So we need to understand during the PhD, you have to invest the maximum time to find out the unique research contribution area. Why? After the PhD, at least you need to travel in the same direction 10 years minimum. You will travel in the same research area 10 years. After the PhD, once you are going to join the any institute, academic institute like institute or the university, very rarely you will get the chance to do the research work very relaxed way. Otherwise, each university or institute, they will provide the teaching load, administrative load, and other responsibilities. Apart from this, you have to do your research work. If you, during your PhD, if you have the strong research problem and strong the contribution area, if you know the strong the unique research contribution area, then that will help you for to continue the research work, and the outcome will be the publication or funded project or something like as a edited book or some kind of the organizing event, all these one. So during the PhD, you have to spend the maximum time with the minimal qualification. Now, how to find out the suitable research paper? Keyword selection research paper. A lot of the many things will be there. Web of Science will be there, and also the Web of Science and the research forums, other things like this. The Scopus will be there, and the very common thing is Google Scholar. Let me show you something. See here. Is it visible to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. Will you able to see here? See, all the papers you will able to see this one. Q1, Q3, everything. What is the ranking of the each paper? Then ABS, all this one. So how it is quite possible? It is a very simple thing is you need to use this one. Everyone please note down. Journal quality check. This is the one. It is a just you need to add this one. I already added here. For you, let me do it. Let me remove. See here. Now this is the way. Now I'm doing the refreshment. Nothing is there. If I'm going to add here, so yeah, here I'm just checking this one. These are the different one. Refresh it. Now, same thing. I'm just refreshing here. Whenever you use this one, here, Google Scholar. I'm writing supply chain. Here, we can able to see easily. We do not want to check which are the journals are ABDCA, which are the Q1, which are the Q2, everything. We can able to check easily. This is a way we can able to find out the good journal. Then okay. Okay. Keyword selection. How we can able to select the right keywords selection for finding the perfect raw material, because base and the reference papers. Without this one, it is very difficult to understand the motivation of the work. Right? I'm just to show you to you. Okay. So far, I show this one. Now I'm going to show you something. Anyone, can you tell me that how much percentage of the very good journal, like a technological forecasting, how much percentage they will accept the papers out of the 100%? How much percentage papers they will go for the final acceptance? Anyone? Can you tell your view? Anyone? How much percentage of the paper acceptance quite possible in the like a reputed journal? Anyone?
1-2%.
Oh, no.
Professor, I think that it depends on the
One,
journal. But
1 or 2% is not possible, because if it is a 1% means nobody will submit the paper to the journal.
yeah, I think about like 10 to 25% of the
Okay, your answer is a 10 to 15. Is it right?
10 to 25% or something.
Okay, maximum 20%. Is it right?
Yes.
Okay, any other answer? Any
I think
others?
it depend on the ranking of the journal. The one that I mentioned is 1-2%. Actually, it was the statistic that I heard from one of the presentation of the top tier journal. Yeah.
You are right. It's not like this, the only 1%. Very rare case, they will go for the maximum, very less in terms of the 5%, not less than that. 30%, your point is correct. It is depends upon the journal ranking matter in general. So everybody knows that technological forecasting association, it's one of the decent journal. ABS 3 and the ABDC A category. And the Q1 journal, impact factor is more than 10. Right. Recently we had the editorial meeting. That means the last April. That means this month only 14th we had. Before that, last year October we had one editorial, the journal meeting, editorial, especially journals meeting. There we had discussed. I want to show something for you. This is a journal name. Can you able to see here? First one here. How much here? How much is in here is 8,420. How much paper we are considered? Somewhat better. But here, rejection rate very less only. But here, too much rejection, very less acceptance. But another one thing is, can you able to see here? What was this one? Desk rejection. In 2020, how much percentage of desk rejection? Can you able to see? 60%. Okay. And the standard rejection is a 20%. What is the standard rejection? The paper may not be go to the editor.
Viewer.
Not only reviewer. No. That is a desk rejection. Standard rejection rate means something connected to the minimum. Sometimes papers are not up to their expectation of the editors, editorial members. We used to submit the paper without the proper plagiarism checking, all this one. Then see here, this is a desk rejection without review the paper. Okay. So in 2020, 60%. What about 2021? 69. 2022, 75. 2023, 80. And 2024, 81. This year, we have planned to go for the 85. Why we are doing this way? For the rejection. A reason is we don't want to hold the papers for a long time to take a decision. Suppose after the 1 year or 6 months, we are going to do the desk rejection. That will hurt or will give the bad impact to the authors. Okay. Now, let me show you. So let me tell you one thing. See here. If it is a 81% desk rejection, 13% standard rejection, then how much percentage is the acceptance rate? Here, only 6%. Only 6% will be there, right? So this is the way we are going for this one. Okay. If I want to avoid the desk rejection, what are things I need to follow it? The minimal amount, especially this kind of the top journals. Let me show you. Okay. Basically, this is a editorial flow. Incoming manuscript, it will give the like this way. Yes, 6% acceptance. Yes. Now, this is a way first the editor-in-chief and then we can say executive editor and then associate editor. If it's a paper is not good, then they will reject, desk rejection. Okay. Sometimes executive editor or the editor-in-chief itself will do the desk rejection. Okay. What they will do, they will sometime editor-in-chief itself will send a review. Otherwise, he will or she will pass that paper to associate editor. Then he will or he or she will invite the review process. Once the reviewer process will be there, sometime what will happen? It will reach to the rejection based upon the review recommendation only, right? Then if based upon the review report, after the PV review process, all the information will go to the associate editor, and then from the associate editor, sometime will be communicated to the others, otherwise through the editor-in-chief also, right? Here, major revision, minor revision, acceptance. Okay. Suppose if it's a rejection, something, we can send a mail to the editor-in-chief, will request to consider the one more chance if you are ready to revise it more, right? Now, okay. Basically, how the paper will be review process. Get your paper noticed and into the review process. What are the way we are considering it? The topic should be the very, very unique. And the title should be attractive, very strong and unique abstract, which will reflect on your entire work. And also another one thing is discussion is aligned with the theoretical extension and methodological application. Many papers we are rejecting. The reason is there is no any strong reason why this methodology. Otherwise, the people will consider it like I can use any methodology as per my convenience. It is fine, but you need to provide strong reason why this methodology into your study. How the methodology is going to give the solution for the selected problem, right? Also, we need to highlight the pros in terms of the what is the value you adding, what kind of the contribution, and very good writing skill. A writing skill means we need to consider the proper tenses, past tense, future, present and continuous, all these one we need to be. And another one very bad thing is don't submit the rejected paper. Suppose you are submitting the paper, I am handling your paper due to the insufficient novelty, insufficient the new information, we are rejecting your paper, especially desk rejection. Few people, what they will do it, they will change the title and abstract, that's all. Again, they will submit, but they may not understand the reality. What is the reality means? In the editorial board, that means editors portal, we will be able to see how much the duplicate in terms of copy, not plagiarism, copy. That means already this paper is submitted. So that database will be there with us. So once you submit, we will be able to understand this much of percentage, 80 or 90% is the copy. It means this paper is already submitted. If you are keep on doing it like this way, what will happen? The editors will remember your name. Whenever you submit the very good paper, they remember your name with bad comments, bad perspective, then they will reject the paper. So don't submit your paper, rejected paper, without asking permission to the editor-in-chief. Okay. Especially in that technological forecasting, how we can able to avoid the rejection, desk rejection. First, you need to write the proper title connected to the scope of the journal. Let me show you one example straight away connected to this one. Yeah. Can you able to see this one? Entire screen? Is it visible? I hope it is visible, right? Everyone. Please, everyone, you have to see here. Yeah. Everyone have to see here. Actual title of the paper is, what is the actual title of the paper is the yellow color. Evaluation of the lean and agile role in green supply chain management within Indian industries. This is the actual title of the paper. I have submitted the title of the paper. What happened this paper is, we have submitted. Initially, we can say a rejection, we got the rejection and resubmission with lots of the comments. One of the comment is, the paper is not exactly fit into the scope of the journal. Then we have revised everything and aligned the title, the paper into the scope of the journal. See here, this is the actual title, but after the revision, read the title, Integrating Lean and Agile Practices for Achieving Global Sustainability Goals in Indian Manufacturing Industries. Right? Just to read this title and read the title of the journal. This is the title of my work and the title of the journal. Integrating Lean and Agile Practices for Achieving Global Sustainability Goals. That means we are predicting that whenever we are going to integrate the lean and agile practices, we will get global sustainability goals. That's a forecasting. Okay. Where in the Indian manufacturing industry, some kind of social changes will quite possible. Right? Again, I just wanted to ask one question to you all. Here. Here, how many papers we have received up to the October? 8,465 per day. How much papers they have to read? We read the editor-in-chief, other people, minimum 30 papers. Is it right? 8,000 means 30 papers minimum. Is it possible? Is it possible to edit? Is it possible to read by the editors the 30 papers per day? It is very difficult because editor-in-chief also as a faculty member of some university or professor in some university, some organization. They want to do their own work also. Apart from that, they will do these kind of editorship, right? So maximum they will spend 3 to 5 minutes only. Maximum they will check the title and the abstract, and then they will check overview, how the paper is a new formulated, how the authors are highlighted the contribution. So your intention is within a few minutes, you need to impress them, not by verbal discussion, or nobody will call. No editors or no reviewer or no associate editor will call you. Can you tell me what was your contribution? They want to understand everything from your paper. So you need to take it. Work should be like as a love letter. Whenever you propose a love letter, your girlfriend or boyfriend have to feel you are reading all the line by line to them like this way. So they will give the only one option, one time. So you need to make sure that I don't want to miss this only one opportunity. I will give my maximum time to add the value of the research paper so that I will avoid the desk rejection. Okay. Then read the published paper, technological forecast, like as a recent research paper in the particular journal, wherever you are going to submit. Why? You will be able to understand what is their intention. Okay. Another one thing is, avoid the trendy topics and trendy methodologies. Why? They will get a lot of the papers in the particular journal. If you want to avoid this one, if you want to care about this one, we need to make sure that the recent research paper volumes. And why? Because they used to get the n number of papers, especially in technological forecasting and social change. They listed these are the areas they don't like it. Adoption of the mobile payments, impact on the industry 4.0 on jobs, bibliometric systematic reviews. Why? Because they're getting the huge number of papers on that particular topic. They don't want to consider it. Even they will not see it. They will not read the abstract sometime also. They will reject the paper based upon the keywords and the title itself. Okay. So we need to what is a TF and SE? TF and SE means technological forecasting and social change. This is a journal. Technological forecasting and journal name. For short term, it's a TF and NC. Technological forecasting and social change. The journal. Technological forecasting and social change. This is a journal. Okay. Now, and especially they will prepare topics advancing our knowledge and the importance, especially problem solution. Sometime we used to write the paper. We may forget or we never inform into the paper, into the author, editors and reviewers who are going to get the benefit from your paper, the beneficial perspective. Then why this work? If it is not this work, what will be the problem? We need to target, especially the problem solution method. Okay, this one. Okay, I'm going to show you some kind of the top 4 reasons for the rejection, especially desk rejection. I'll show you. Papers are rejected. First, technology focus is missing or at most incident to the research. That means the first one, paper falls outside of or is at the best peripheral to the technological forecasting theme and scope. I shown one work, my research paper. Initial title is not directly connected to the technological forecasting and social change. Later on, we have revised. So we need to do it. Now, high similarity and duplicate submission scores suggest the excessive use of the passage published elsewhere, many places, right? Another one thing is uninvited resubmission. Previously desk rejected and reviewed and rejected. Okay. I have submitted the paper. I got the rejection with the comments. In that case, what I can do? I need to write, if possible, can you consider? Don't write, how dare you to reject my paper like this way. We should not write. Why? I am an associate editor to the technological forecast, assistant editor to the technological forecast in social change, and also I am an associate in the business strategy environment, and also I am associate editor in the journal of knowledge management. So suppose if you are going to write a very harsh way, what will happen? This will reflect on the other direction. They may feel, okay, your work is not good, but still you are taking this direction. So what we can do whenever we get the rejection here, we need to write this way. Yeah, whenever the paper is rejected, see here. If the editors rejected, decision is fair, okay. If it is no, what we need to do? Letter to the editor asking to reconsider it. Don't write a letter why you are rejected the paper. If the editors are accepted, then revise, resubmitted. If it is editor say no, then we can't do anything. Again, we need to consider this, how much the reviewer comments. It's a good or bad. If it is a good, the comments are good, useful for the revision, and revise and resubmit to the another journal. Before going to submit to the another journal, you have to check how your title and abstract is connected to the new journal scope. Because every journal will expect a unique contribution of the papers. They will not consider the paper just like that, right? And this is a way. 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 Yes. So this one is similarity. Then fourth one is the research contribution is too incremental or too narrow. It is a applicability. It is also one problem. These are the top 4 reasons for the rejection, right? There are 20 will be there. I'm not going to take it there 20, 10. So not only technological forecasting, social change. Any good journal will expect this way only. The well-defined focus on the study within the scope of the technological forecasting, social change, and clear research design and potential impact. What is a clear research design and potential impact? I'll show you one paper. Then you'll be able to understand easily. This is one of the paper published in the A-Star journal. It's a very good journal. Transportation Research Party. See here. Here. There's such design, well designed. What was our research? What is we can say the primary focus? Our primary focus is to make sure strategies to create the opportunities for the consumers to buy the electrical vehicles. This is our intention. If I want to achieve this one, first I am able to understand what are the motivation, opportunity, ability theory, literature review from the literature, understand strategies that motivate the consumers to buy the electrical vehicles. What are the strategy? Then strategy that create the opportunities for consumer to buy electric vehicles. Then, okay, again, other strategies to enhance the consumer ability to use EVs, electric vehicles. Based upon the experts' inputs, I will able to develop the structured model. Then, see here. Research design, I'll show you here. Okay, see here, my intention is, what is my intention? If you read this one, a roadmap for strategy implementation to improve the electric vehicle sales. My intention, that is my intention. That is my research area. I'm going to find out some strategies to improve the electric vehicle sales in India. So what are the strategies? What are strategy I need to follow? See here, these are the strategy, roadmap. How? If I want to, we can say achieve this one, first initiative to improve the electric vehicle sales and the driving schools and the centers for the electric vehicle sales, especially electric vehicle, and government support for corridors development. To, we can say the park and also charging, trained manpower development, and innovation labs to rectify the consumer concern. User-friendly interface system. If you follow from here to all this one, you can able to improve the electric vehicle sales. So this way we need to design the research to attract the editors and the reviewers. So who is the guard for us? The guard is the not editor-in-chief, the reviewer only. Why? In this world, who will read our papers? Even sometime we may fail to read thoroughly. Used to write something, we believe that everything is right. Then who will give the right shape or right? Who will give the right input? Only reviewer. So we need to impress the editors and the associate editor, and we need to ensure that the work is fit into the journal based upon the reviewer's report. This is a primary concern, right? Then clear research reason and potential impact, credibility and reliability of the research. That basically, it's a reliability is considered about the data collection and sufficient originality and contribution to the field. We all are doing the kind of the contributed research only. Let's say we are not doing like as invention. We are contribution. Once you are really want to contribute, you need to highlight where is the gap. The gap is connected to the nativity, consider like a problem statement. And clear and coherent presentation. I told you what is a clear and coherent presentation means. That should be the some connected the area. I will show you the next slide. Next one is whenever you are going to submit to the journal, in the journal, you will be able to see the some kind of the categories. Is it a quantitative method or the qualitative method or mixed method? Otherwise, something like if it is connected to the technological forecasting, they will have the some kind of the, is it data science or something connected to the supply chain management or connected to the marketing, all these one. You need to select the which category. And finally, very important, others to the academic ethics. Otherwise, paper will be retracted. What is academic ethics means? I have to make sure that this is my contribution, not copied from the others. It is the original research. That's important. Okay, let me show you what is the clear and coherent presentation. Okay. Yeah, this is the clear presentation once you have the research work. Essential parts of the essential part of essential parts of the scientific paper. The first one, title, abstract, keywords, introduction, literature review, justification of study, problem statement, methodology, application of methodology, result and discussion, conclusion, recommendation. In the conclusion and recommendation, we need to consider like I said, the theoretical contribution and the practical implications and acknowledgement and the references. Okay. Here, out of all these one, which one is more important? This one is a research objective or research questions. Research objectives or research question. Right? Let me show you something, how it will be the research question and the research objective. Let me show you. Anyone, can you tell me how many research questions or research objectives good for the research papers? As per your view, how many research questions or research objectives fine? 4 or 5 or 2 or 3? Which one is good? Anyone? How many research objectives or research question is good for the research? 2 or 3 research objective or 4 objectives or 5 objectives? Which one is good?
One.
I think
One
that
is good.
only one is good.
No. One is
No?
not good. One is not
The
good.
main goal.
Because if you are going to write only one, that means you are not actually narrow down the research on how you are going to do it. Okay. Answer is very nice. 2, 3, fine. But 2 is a very good. 3 maximum fine, not more than that. Let me show you one example here for your understanding easily. Please see the title. What is the title? Where there is a will, there is a way. A strategy analysis for the electric vehicle sales in India. Okay. Actual title of this paper is Strategy Analysis for the Improving the Electric Vehicle Sales India. But we have changed the title. Same meaning, but the words are changed. Why? We want to attract the reviewers. Can you able to see this one? How many research question here? How many research question? Already I shown the research paper title. Can you able to correlate the research question title? What are the strategies to ameliorate sales of electric vehicles? Say 1. Then research question 2 connected to research question 1 and 2 is How can these strategies be prioritized to have the profound and efficacious results? Is it clear? The research title, paper title, and research question, how it's connected. Many times we are rejecting paper because research objective is something different and the entire contents are something different and the title is something different. No correlation, no proper connection. The more focus, more clear will give the benefit. Why? As a reviewer, I wanted to spend very less time. Simultaneously, I want to learn something from your paper. Suppose, assume that your research paper's manuscript number of pages is 50. Too much information. Then what will happen? As a reviewer, I'll feel, oh, 50 pages. What is this? Nothing is new. Let me reject. I will write the common standard, the rejection information or rejection reasons. The paper is no novelty. In this paper, no novelty. There is no any measurement, no novelty. As a reviewer, if I'm not feel any good thing from, if I'm not able to take anything from the paper, no novelty. It is too much confusion. Right? Usually, as a good research paper means less number of words, maximum information. What is mean? That means you need to refer the existing work, but that too limited. But you need to highlight what is your contribution. Right? Now, okay, now. Yeah. So now, after this one, let's already mention very beginning of the session. I told you, if you do the good fundamental, many outcome, like I said. Now let's go for the common debate, the research problem versus the research publication. How it is quite possible. Which one is important for me? So the reality is a research problem is a primary concern compared to the research publication. Why? If the research problem is a very strong, number of publication will come easily. Now, during my PhD or during we can say my PhD, I have published a paper. After that, no publication. Why? Because I'm not invested my quality time to find out the unique research problem. A research to publication, is it happening? No. Many times we are struggling. Why? Because we are not doing the research. We are writing the paper straight away. First, do the research. At least writing the good paper, take the minimum 1 year good paper. Okay. Dear Professor Madhi, but you are having the publication, more than 10 publication per year. How it is quite possible? Because I know what I learned and how to make it, like I said, the problem statement, how we can able to find out the contribution because of the experience. The experience means the more rejection will give us the confidence that, okay, if I'm going to write like this way, I will get the rejection. Oh, because of the research, right? When you are going to make the team based upon the research problem, the trust will come, team spirit, long-term relationship. If you make the only with the research publication perspective, the long-term, it is not possible. One time you can have the work and then they will do it. Okay. Let's see here. Once you are going to spend the time here, a research problem, the strong finding the right research problem, the outcomes, these are the outcomes. If this is the raw material, with the help of this one, these are the outcome. Like I said, paper publications, editing the international books, funded proposal, national collaboration, and also organizing international conferences and workshops, special issue guest editing and editorship. How it is quite possible for all this one? Because a research problem. Because of the research problem, good publication will come. Based on publication and reviewer experience, I can able to write the good proposal also. Why? Because of the research problem. Based on that one, identity will create. Based on the identity, we'll get the benefit, other benefits. So one example here, we have initiated the one research work on the single-use plastics. The area is a single-use plastic. How we can able to remove the single-use plastic Indian conduct from the urban areas and also city side. What is a single-use plastics? Single-use plastic means we will use it and we'll throw it. The biggest problem is like in India, single-use plastics, collection of the single-use plastics, right here. In 2020, we actually started the 2019, we have started, published one paper, analysis of the barriers that impede the elimination of the single-use plastic in developing economic context, published. Okay. In 2020 published, after that, we have initiated another work, continuity. The next work is barriers in the adoption of buyback schemes for used plastic packaging material in the contextual relationship analysis. From these barriers, we found that one of the best ways to remove the single-use plastic is a buyback scheme. Okay, buyback scheme is good, but I want to understand that, is it easy to implement the buyback scheme? No, lots of the issues. The issues here consider the barriers. So what I'm trying to tell you, once you initiate the one research work, then next work, so that the flow will come and we actually doing the another one work also. Now, very soon we will come back to the next work also. So we don't want to consider continuous publication. We need continuous progress on the research area. Got it? This way, it will be good. Now, okay. Now, let me show you. Yeah. After this one, let me stop and then we will have the question answer session and then I will continue. Now, if you want to avoid the desk rejection, already mentioned few reasons. Now, I just want to show how we can able to avoid the desk rejection. Okay. Already I told you, already I showed the good journal will receive the more than 8,000, 10,000 papers. Editors, it is very difficult to read entire paper, but they want to understand whether is the paper is really fit into the scope or not. How it is quite possible. Most of the editors will check nice covering letter. They want to check the covering letter, right? In the covering letter, what are the things supposed to be there? Only abstract? No. How to convey the paper is connected to the scope of the journal? Can you tell me, anyone tell me, how you will able to convey information to the editor that the paper is in the scope of the journal? In the covering letter, you need to mention. How you can able to mention? If you're going to write the paper is in the fall in the scope of the journal, they will not accept it. You need to provide the proper reason. What kind of way you can provide the reasons for the scope of the journal?
I will list some of the paper that's already published in that journal.
How you will do it? But in the manuscript you can, but in the covering letter, how?
Like I named some and I made an argument, like make an argument that I can contribute to like theoretical or methodological novelties based on the evidence from the published papers of the journal.
Very good. Nice. Any others? Your answer is good. Let me show you the sample covering letter also. Answer is very nice. Any other response? Any other response? Okay, let me show you here. Here. Oh. Yeah. Can you able to see here the covering letter? Is it clear?
Sir, yes.
Yeah. For the understanding perspective, I just highlighted this way. First, what we need to do, we need to make sure that this is a last opportunity for us to convey contribution work into the editorship. Very simple. Or associate editor, or the handling editors, or assistant editor. In that case, the first one, I need to mention the title as well as my objectives, the first paragraph. And then what will be my findings? Okay. Then, okay, from these findings, what is my contribution? Third paragraph. Then, after that, what you mentioned is correct. I need to refer the few papers. The recently published paper in the journal. Recently published papers in the particular journal where we are going to submit, we need to refer. Not just to cite. We need to refer exactly how it is connected. See here. How it is connected to my work, how it is connected to our work. And then a reader perspective. Okay, what are the new things we'll learn by the readers? And then we need to confirm that this paper is nowhere submitted to others journal. Right? Then we have to mention here what are the references, so that one single cover letter we will able to give the maximum information from our work, so that people will understand that okay, the authors are very serious, they want to show some kind of the contribution they contributed, so they can go for a review process maximum. Is it right? So let me stop here for the question answer session, and then I'll continue everything. Yes. Any questions answer session? Because this kind of the session, it's a never ending process. If you allow me, I will take at least 5 days session because for writing the covering letter alone, we need to understand each journal. It is a never ending process. So I want to hear question from you so that I will give my view.
Professor, can you give us a a full picture of the course that we plan to do in July?
Yeah.
Right. So I think that will be helping to understand what will be covered, because as you mentioned, that is the never ending process, right? It's just the first step.
Exactly,
So
Professor. The reason is one more thing, Professor. Research is not just studying the one topic. You need to practice it. You need to come up with your own issues, because I may be good in terms of the writing the introduction, but I may weak in terms of the managerial implication and the theoretical contribution. Even I'm not understand the difference between the managerial implication, theoretical contribution, and conclusion. But I'm very good in terms of the writing the introduction, the flow chart. So in this way, the people have to come up with their own issues, once they are happy, individually, then it will be a great achievement. Because if you are individually happy, then outcome also very good. Yeah, please. Yeah. Question? Yeah, please.
Sorry, Professor, can I have a question on the publishing to a journal?
Sorry.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can able to hear you.
Okay. I have some more questions on like publishing to a journal. For example, when I write a journal, right? In the introduction, I mentioned and I cite and also referred to so many like recently published papers on that journal. But when I submitted to that journal and I got a rejection, and then now I have to revise like the introduction and also the cover letter so that the reference of my paper can be aligned with the new journal. So
Yes.
can you any comments or
it's quite, see, it is not necessary every time we have to change the references. Not necessary. Whenever you got the rejection from one journal, whatever you referred from the journal, keep it as it is, but you check whether is all the references really connected to the your work, or it's only connected to the journal perspective. If it is so, you just to remove those references not directly connected. Then when you're going to submit to the some next journal, you can take few references from the journal which are connected to the your scope of the paper and add it. That's all. It is not necessary to remove all the journals. Okay. Yeah, I got the two questions. Could you please explain more how to find the core research problem? Very simple. I told you, right? What is the core research problem? In India, single-use plastic is the biggest thing. Reason is it will be considered like as a slow poison in the society. A reason is whenever some rain, the single-use plastic is difficult. It will not allow the rainwater to storage in the earth. Single problem. It's a look like as a problem is small, but I'm taking like as a big way that entire country this is a problem. So I want to give the one solution how to avoid the single-use plastics. Okay. If I want to avoid the some problem, so avoid the single-use plastics, let me introduce some strategy. One strategy is a buyback scheme. If I want to introduce a buyback scheme, what are the problem? So this is a way we need to consider it. You can consider the like as the inverted triangle. The inverted triangle. The more the initially we need to consider the more the international standard and slowly the national level and like as a next one is state and region and the specific problem, the point. So that we will able to see that this is a my problem. Is it fine? Hi Hanga. Is it fine? Yes. Okay. The next question is, how can I read the papers effectively? I often feel, oh, okay, very good. For you, let me share my screen. Huh? How to read the research papers. Okay. I think it's visible to you all. Okay. Yeah. How to read the research paper? See here. First, we need to understand the reality. My research paper is my 1 year work. My 1 year work, I compressed in the, like as a publication perspective, publishers typeset perspective is a 10 or 15 pages. If you want to understand all the 10 to 15 pages, you need to refer my references, all the, we can see area work also. That little bit difficult to read it. Reason is too much information will be there connected to the particular field. Who already have some kind of experience in that area can able to understand easy way. Who are the beginner, all this one, it is little difficult to understand the whole paper. In that case, what you need to do, first you understand objective or the research question. What is their objective? What is the research question? Okay. Whether the paper is there any connected to the purpose or not? Okay. Then how the presentation structure? I shown the paper. What's the presentation structure? Then presentation structure means the introduction should be clear this way. Let me show you. Here. Introduction. So the rational review. What is the electrical vehicles India? How it will be? After the research question, I have mentioned here. I have mentioned here very clear that which methodology I am using it. Which methodology I'm using this one. Total interpretive structural modeling. Why this methodology? And then the structure of the remaining section. So this is a way we need to understand. Okay, the work is like this way structured. And then what kind of the methodology they adopted? If you want to understand the methodology, you can understand with the help of the different kind of the papers. But in the research paper, you need to understand how they are considered that methodology for the application perspective. After that, you need to understand the very, very important thing is the limitation outcomes. Why? Every research paper always some kind of the limitation. Without limitation, it is not possible for the good research paper. If the no limitation means the paper work is copied. Paper work is, it's a research work is copied. So we need to find out the limitation. Let's say, if you are going to read the limitation of my research paper, for me, in that paper limitation, but for you, it is an opportunity to add your valuable contribution. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear for you? Drunk, is it clear for you? Okay. Yeah. Rachel, yes. Do you have any course to teach about the publishing Mathiyazhagan? Yes, I have a course. Anna asked the references means. Can you explain little more? References means?
Professor, can I have another question? Okay. It's very nice to hear from you. So I heard that like my professor said to me when we published the paper, we think about like the marketing, like what the audience wants to hear from our publication, not from our side, like from what we can do, but what like audience wants to hear or what the research gap is. So from your experience, so many years of experience, can you give us the best advice for giving the best quality of like journal for a paper, like the best quality for a paper, and also for the research in general? Can you give the advice for it?
Yeah. So you mean, if I'm not wrong, you are expecting how to write the good research gap. Is it right?
Both good research gap and also the contribution, like a novelty or
exactly. Thank you. And very nicely mentioned the question. I am considering this question is not from you. It is from all the participants. So the novelty is how much I'm very close to my selected research problem. Let me show you something for you. Is it visible? Is it visible?
Yeah, not
To
yet,
you?
Professor.
Yeah. So what do you ask me? This one. My research area is a circular economy. I understood all this one, basic the research, circular economy, everything. Now, what is my novelty here? I want to show you the
Sorry,
reality. Yeah,
not
I want to show you the reality. Wait. Not this one. Let me show you. Yeah. I understood the basic, we can see the circular economy, everything. Now I'm just wanted to show them something straight away. Novelty means very simple, how much you are very close to your selected research problem with the sincere way of the justification. Because it's my research. What I selected is my research question. I need to emphasize why this research question. I want to show you here. One research paper. See here. This is a
sorry,
research paper.
Professor. I have not seen it.
Sorry?
I haven't seen your screen yet.
Oh, it's not visible. Oh, sorry. 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 Is it visible?
Yeah, Professor. Yeah, I see it now. So please
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah, here. This is my research paper. Okay. The paper is published in the Journal of Business Research. Drivers of circular economy for small and medium enterprises. Case study on the Indian state of Tamil Nadu. This is my selected area topic. Okay. What I want to do, I want to give the professional justification why this study in India and Tamil Nadu, and also why small and medium enterprises. I need to justify it. Why? It is my research area. Nobody will travel with you for the entire 1 year or 1.5 years or 6 months or 8 months of the work. Based upon your communication, the manuscript, only people will understand. If you communicate well and very professional way, the people will realize that this is one of the important research. I will show you here. Okay. What I want to do, I want to give the sincere justification. First, I need to ensure that what is my objective of the study. To find out the relevance of circular economy, its adoption by small and medium enterprises. The relationship between the drivers of the circular economy. Here the CE means circular economy. Next one is to understand the interaction between the drivers and examine the challenges and benefits of circular economy adoption. My objective. That's okay. Now, how this work is connected to small and medium enterprises? Because in India, as per the report, Small and medium enterprises contributes 45% of the total industry output and 40% of the total exports. Okay, this is the main reason. But however, what happened? Sorry? Any question?
Sorry, I think that somebody turned on the speakers.
Okay,
So
okay, sorry.
continue.
Okay. I think if you ask them to mute. Okay,
I'm
let
not
me do.
sure. I
Okay.
think one of the mom have the children.
Okay, something like that. No issues.
Yeah.
No issues. Here, I need to ensure why it is connected to the small and medium enterprise. Then, in India, maximum small and medium enterprise will be there. So, if you are going to utilize the circular economy, it will be the resource efficiency, cost savings, and innovation. It will enhance the much competitiveness. In India, it's a labor-oriented country, so job creation will be there. Simultaneously, the circular economy will bring the benefit for the environmental, eco-friendly practices, right? Okay, all this will be there. But small and medium enterprises in India struggle to adopt the circular business models effectively. Why? Because they believe that it is not going to give the great benefit. That means there is only positive impact. We did like I said, these are the benefits are positive benefits will be that you try. Okay. I have provided the reason for the small and medium enterprises. Now I need to provide why it is in Tamil Nadu. I want to show you. See here. Okay. See here. Why in Tamil Nadu? Tamil Nadu ranks first in terms of the number of the small and medium enterprises. Tamil Nadu, second highest contributed to the GDP. Tamil Nadu contributes more than 7% of the Indian industry output. And Tamil Nadu has 35 to 40% of India's automobile industries. Tamil Nadu's tourism industry ranks first in terms of the domestic tourism, major contributed to the electronics and education sectors. Okay. First, why small and medium enterprises? Why in Tamil Nadu? Now, initially the objective, then a reason, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to formulate the research question. See here. Only two research questions. The first question is what is the need for circular economy adoption in India, and what potential drivers highlight the importance of circular economy adoption in Indian SMEs. Okay. What is the next question? What are the interaction and the contextual relationship between the circular economy drivers? Okay. Then, with the help of the TASM, I found the result. Let me show you the straightaway result. Okay. So we found which one will give the most influential drivers, the positive impact. We are telling to the SMEs, please, these are the benefits. Especially see the top three benefits. First one, increasing a population urbanization. So the need is more, but available resources very less. So please utilize the circular economy. Okay. That is one of the driver. Another two driver is, see, funding is available. If you're going to focus on the circular economy practices in your company, people are ready to support you. They are ready to invest. Then what is the third one? Too much resources are, we can say, depletion going down. We need to utilize it. Because every day demand is more, but simultaneously resources are less. So let us see how we can able to utilize the used item. That is circular economy. So
Yes.
this is a way we need to justify our sincere problem.
Yeah, I think it's very helpful to hear from the justification in your case study and also in qualitative research, right? So how do you think about the quantitative research? We also need to have justification, or we based on the literature review instead?
Yeah, the quantitative means inside the two method will be there. Either quantitative, the primary one, or secondary data, right? So in the secondary data, we need to analyze it. We need to ensure that pattern, and then we can go for it. Here the only opinion. The second one, the quantitative, we need to understand the result, how much it's reliable. Based on one, we need to provide the reasons.
Oh,
Is
I
it,
see.
is it clear?
Yeah,
Answer
yeah,
is
it's clear for me. Thank you so much.
very simple. You have to sincere with your research question or research objective. How much effort you are putting, the benefit will come. If I'm not serious about, if I'm not sincere with my research question, nobody will show interested to read our papers because I'm not sincere. Another one thing, last slide, let me show you one thing for you. The last slide. Why the many times we got the rejection? Because this is the reason. See there. This is a common reason. I hope it is visible to everyone, right? Is it visible?
Yeah, Professor.
Yeah, the first one. It is a diamond only. Whenever we prepare the any manuscript, we assume that this is a very nice, like I said, diamond. It's ready for the sales. No, it is a raw diamond only. After the preparation of the initial draft, what we need to do? We need to polish it. More, we need to polish it. Give the good glow. Okay. After the polishing it, what is this one? This is a ring is the journal. So according to the ring shape, we need to do the correction here and we need to fit. Then only this will be sellable. That means according to the journal, we need to prepare it and we have to fix it. Then only your work will be the more valuable. So here, which one is important? Not initial draft. We need to polish it. The more polish will give the benefit. Many times we never polish it straight away. We are going to submit. Even sometime we never ask the feedback from our co-authors. Otherwise, our co-authors may be busy. In that case, please remove those co-authors. You have to keep only who are really contributing to your work. With this one, let me stop here and will answer any question. Yeah, let me share my slides also, right? Some question, ban son. Please guide me how to make a cohesive and attractive title. Very simple. Minimal words, maximum information. You need to read the scope of the journal and your work. Professor,
Yes.
so whenever if you are going to organize the event in the July, we need to ask the participants to bring their own problem in terms of the title, everything, so that I can able to formulate them easy way. If it's like a hands-on workshop, so that they can able to formulate. Once I teach one time, they can able to understand the formulate easy way to go for it, right? And if I get the desk rejection, should I ask the editor to? No, don't ask the reason for the rejection. Reason is they may have the n number of papers. They will reject sometime the paper because the paper is not impressive. In that case, better to ask the reason to your mentors or your friends or colleague who already have some kind of the experience. Got it? And speech of the day, references, I will share it with you. Can you please tell me how can I take effective notes while reading the articles? Because my current notes are quite scattered and I cannot connect them. Very simple. Whenever you read the paper, you just highlight important point. From that paper, what do you want? Okay. In my research paper, I'm focusing on the methodology section. So in that case, I need to take that paper. I have to focus only methodology section. How they're using the methodology section in the paper. In what kind of way they selected the research data collection. So this way we need to categorize. And when you're going to read the research paper, you keep the specs. The specs. What is the specs? According to your objective, you need to see that. If you're going to read whole paper, only headache will come. Nothing will come. Only headache will come. So you need to understand what you want. According to the section of your research paper, you need to understand. Professor, I just want to understand how they're formulating the research. In that case, you try to read the literature review and introduction so that you will be able to understand that how they are justifying the research problem with the help of the existing literature review and also discussion with the experts. Right? Could you please explain more which apps are more suitable for taking notes? My consideration, my suggestion, practical suggestion, please keep away the AI. Why? When we are going to use the AI more, your actual potential will disappear. Whether you believe or not, I never use the AI things. Even if you see my PPT, I never wanted to use any kind of the PPT preparation tool. The reason is it will dilute my actual focus, my potential way. So better to investment time for 1 year or 2 years. Try to understand the more and you'll be able to understand better. During my PhD, my supervisor usually will ask me, Madhi, if you are doing the research in the supply chain management sustainability, at least you need to remember 100 authors' names who are doing the research on that area. So this way you can develop it. So I guess it's fine, Professor.
Yeah.
Is it fine? I hope
Yes.
my inputs are useful for everyone. I hope.
No, it's excellent. But can I so before we end today's section, can you have a big an overview, or I could help you on what is our plan for July section, right? So now give me a second. So this in July 26 to 27 of July in Ho Chi Minh City, it is our pleasure to welcome you to Vietnam, to Ho Chi Minh City, and it is our intention to have you to run a hands-on workshop for 2 days, a full weekends with 4 sections that I have copied in the chat box. Yeah. So the first section is the first section is a review of today. Yeah, because I think that in 2 weeks, sorry, how many? In 2 months' time, probably our participant here already, are able to digest what you have explained in the last 2 or 3 hours, right? They can come up with their research issues or research interests, right? It could be maybe you told me that would you require them to bring the draft paper or
Yeah,
draft
not
research
only
proposal?
no, not only raw
No?
paper, they need to bring the rejected papers
Okay, excellent. They
because
right.
raw paper based upon
Yeah.
my input, they can develop later stage. but
Mm-hmm.
they need to bring their issues. So rejected paper, I can check, I can give them my feedback, because the new paper anyone can get.
Yeah. Right. So I think that, what they do is they need to bring the rejected paper. They need to bring the reviewers' reports, right? So, and then they respond to reviewer, right?
Yeah, and also,
Yeah. And then you help them to, to work on those
yeah, exactly.
feedback during that 2 days process. Yeah. So
And
this is from
another,
rejection to acceptance. That
yeah,
is
yeah.
like, yeah, the,
Professor, sorry for the interruption. Let me
yeah,
tell you another one. Sorry for the interruption. Let me tell you another one thing is, now it is online. I can't able to open my author portal, sorry, editor portal. But in the Vietnam, I can open the editor portal. How your paper I will look. I'll show you the live demo.
yeah,
I hope no video recording there, so that everyone will able to understand that, okay, whenever you submit the paper, for you it is an important paper. For me, as an editor perspective, associate editor perspective, it is one of the paper. Within a few minutes, I will take the decision.
okay.
So, so I will show them like as a one demo, how things will be right, how things will be wrong.
Yeah.
For you, oh, I have spent the 1 year, but within a 2 or 3 minutes, I will find out the weak points of the papers.
Yep, excellent. I think that's a very, very good plan, right? The participant bring up. Do you restrict the topic or what we call the disciplinary, like the area, the research field? Are you open for any research field that may not
No,
be in your
yeah,
research field?
see,
Yeah.
so far what I discussed with you, it is not connected to the one research area. Everybody,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
I'm basically engineering background.
All
I
right.
moved to the
Excellent.
management.
Yeah.
I'm pure mechanical engineering department. Now I moved to the management, operation management, sustainability, supply chain management.
Okay, so I think that maybe, we can discuss later. You give me a few keywords, because it's hard to say that you know everything, because it's not good if you have to provide feedback for like medical research. I don't think that it's fair for you. So it should be, you provide a few research fields, right? Research areas that you would be able to comment from your perspective, from your knowledge, from your experience, right? Yeah. I would rather we focus and go deeper into those research field that you are comfortable or you have a very good experience, rather than cover all the areas. Yeah.
I will cover all the way. So that my intention is the participant have to bring their own problem, their own issues. They should not ask a question. Okay, Madi, can you tell me how to write a good research paper? No, they need to mention, I'm writing a research paper. I feel my papers are fine, but still I'm getting rejection, especially desk rejection, multiple desk rejection. Then there is a serious issues in the either the presentation or in terms of the problem statement, like this. We can do it, no issues.
Yep. Excellent. Okay. Right.
Thank
So, a rejected paper, a reviewer's reports, and then, potentially their first attempt to create a response to reviewer, right? For those who would like, opportunity for you to correct, their understanding, as well as to help them improve their letter response to reviewers, or if it is the rejection, at least how to bring the paper to the next level that they could resubmit to another journal. Yeah,
Yeah.
excellent. Thank you. I think that sounds really good. Very, yeah. And do you
And
think that 2 days is good enough?
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Yeah,
thank you.
all right.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, all
I
right.
hope for participants, I hope my inputs are useful for you. But this is a short time. Actually, what I shared with you is only the 10%,
Yep,
not 10%, even 5%.
yeah, yeah. Would you
Many
be
things.
able to share okay, you send me later,
Yeah, I will send you the
the
important things. I
slide
will
for
share.
today. Yeah, yeah. And
I
then,
will.
I prepare for your next section in July.
Sure,
Yeah. All
perfectly
right.
fine.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think that, even the topic that you gave me, that is a first step into research. I think that is not the first step at all. We actually have traveled quite far away from, from the beginning of research ideas into, like, how the editors will look, or perspective of the editor, and including the rejection. But I do understand why you call it first step, because, it's probably that, it is the process that you have to do again and again and again. And when you get rejection, it means that you start from the beginning of the journey.
Okay, that's
Yes?
right.
Okay. All right. So thank you, Professor Matty.
Thank you, Professor.
Yeah.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you all. Have a nice evening. Good night, everything. Bye.
Yeah. All right.
Thank
Bye bye.
you.
And then,
Bye.
we hope to see you in Ho Chi Minh City. So to the participant, right, if you would like to work with Professor Matty in
Ah,
July, feel free to text me. You know my contact detail, as well as you have the registration form here, right? You can, put your information, register from today, because I believe that workshop in July should have a limited number of seats. That means that we will limit the number of participants, so that, everyone have opportunities to work with you. It can't be, a very massive seminar or like conference. It can't be. It should be, in the form of the workshop. Correct?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Professor Matty. All right. It's pleasure to have you.
yeah.
And then we see you in July.
Yeah, perfect, Professor. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do it. And so I
Have you
hope,
been in Vietnam before?
no.
No? Okay. All right. So it will be a good opportunity for, for us to show you around. Yeah, not only, to discuss the research, but potentially also, show you a bit of our culture, our food, our, sightseeing. Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Sorry.
Yeah, yes, Professor.
No. I heard someone. No.
No.
Okay. All right. Yep. Excellent. Thank you so much, and have a good evening.
Yeah, thank you, Professor. I'm very happy to see you again all very soon. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Bye for
you.
now.
And
Yeah.
it's my best wishes for everyone. And only one thing is last minute, I just want to tell you, research is a continuous process. It is not possible to get the outcome within a 1 day or within a 1 month.
Yeah.
You need to understand the reality. Many times we will get the rejection. We need to wait for our turn. Only the hardworking can give the benefit, right? Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right.